It's a witch hunt.
Search warrants reportedly reveal investigators found more than 100,000 picture and video images showing pornography found on a computer taken from suspect Sean Atkins' mother's home.
Chaotic. You know, people drove by this residence and screamed obscenities to me, and it's been really hard.
Some of those images include child pornography.
He's telling me that he's going to kill me. She said it's going to happen.
I'm scared to death that somebody hurt her.
His name is Sean Atkins.
We all get along just fine. I would never do nothing to that little girl.
A memory card also reportedly found in the bedroom dresser of Hailey's mom's house, containing hundreds of pornographic images.
If I had any knowledge of her whereabouts, I would definitely come forward.
I'm Jean Casares of In Session on the True TV network, in for Nancy Grace tonight. Where is Hailey Dunn? We have followed this case for well more than a month now. She disappeared on December 27th. Last person to see her was her mother's live-in boyfriend, Sean Atkins. Some riveting new information to come out today. Michael Board, reporter, WOAI News Talk Radio. What was revealed today about the investigation?
In addition to the revelation that more than 100,000 pictures of pornography and bestiality were found on Sean Atkins' mother's computer, and also a flash drive found in Billy Dunn's home, we're also learning a little bit more about the investigation today. We know that they have had a wide-ranging investigation looking at areas all around Colorado City. I was told today by a spokesman for the police department up there in Colorado City that a total of 4 landfills have been searched for any sort of evidence, for any evidence whatsoever about Billy Dunn. You know, we talk a lot about what's being done to find her. Well, this is what's being done. A total of 4 landfills searched. They had dogs out in these landfills. Absolutely no evidence coming up into these. The family, from what we've been told, is they believe the police need to work more on finding people who might know where Hailey is. They're dead.
But here is the revelation that is legally important and critically important to the life or death of Hailey Dunn. We confirmed that police are alleging tonight that it was child pornography that was found on the computer. Not just pornography, but child pornography. 108,000 pictures of child pornography. In addition to that, a memory drive, a flash drive, just like this. It was found in the dresser drawer of Billy Dunn, the mother who has been on this show so many times. And this, authorities say they are taking to a grand jury to prosecutors to see if grand jury should bring charges against her. To Alexis Weed, Nancy Grace producer, tell us more of what has been unsealed today.
Sure, Jean. In addition to those 108,498 pictures, the memory stick, the CD that you mentioned from the dresser drawer, and Jean, mind you, that CD drive, that flash drive, that was found in the dresser drawer at the bottom, back in the corner, as we're learning from the search warrant return. Also, Jean, in regard to the landfill search, there was a landfill search just on Tuesday in Big Spring. That is close to the location where Atkins' mother lives and where this computer came from. The landfill search was said to not have turned up anything significant. However, dogs were used in that search, and that comes off of the most recent landfill search that we know of, January 20th, before this, at which time there were hits related to Hailey Dunn.
So this is a very active investigation. Out to Beverly in New York. Hi, Beverly.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome.
What I'm calling about is Hailey told her grandmother that she was afraid of him, if I remember right, that she thought she saw him stand at her bedroom door.
Mm-hmm.
I was a single mother. If I had even heard that about any of the guys that I dated at the time my daughter was young, I would have been all over them. And I think this Billy, the mother, knows something.
Okay, Beverly, it's a good point. I remember that when Billy Dunn was on, she was asked that question, and she said, I never knew. Hailey never told me that she was afraid of him. To Leslie Austin, psychotherapist, what do you make of all this? Because this is very, very serious in many, many areas.
Well, it certainly shows an obsession with pornography and deviant pornography of many kinds, and that the extent and the obsession and the compulsion of that is really a smoking gun, that Hailey was likely in danger. We don't have any hard evidence that anything happened to her, but the likelihood grows greater the more we see these images. And Billy Dunn may not know things, but if she doesn't, she may be just one of the most clueless innocent people around who showed really poor judgment very consistently.
DePaul Penzone, former sergeant of the Phoenix Police Department, joining us tonight from Phoenix, Arizona. Put this together for us, because in your experience, when you see so many images of child porn, that's right, that's one investigation in and of itself, but what does that mean for the alleged sexual molestation and even murder of Hailey Dunn?
Those behaviors can go hand in hand, and they often do. What you see is a person who, and the point was brought up earlier, what was going on around Hailey gave all the indicators that she felt that she was in danger with him. Now we see his true personality, and I know I'm making a speculation, but forensic examiners will break down that computer. They will see what names were used, what emails were used, credit cards, anything at all to identify if in fact he was purchasing those. But his personality traits, what was going on at home, give me extreme cause for concern, as all of your viewers, that he is responsible. And is Hailey somewhere safe, which is going to be highly unlikely at this point. So getting enough charges, and in Arizona, every picture is an additional count. I don't know if it's the same in Texas, but those are consecutive, not concurrent charges.
And that's a good point. Hugo Rodriguez, defense attorney, joining us out of Miami. 108,000 images on the computer alone. That could result in 108,000 charges.
It could, and it's remained in the state, and if state prosecute him, it's fine, but he could also be prosecuted by the federal government, because that was all obtained via the internet, and you would have those charges. The thing is that it appears that this is just a progression of deviant conduct. If he is looking at little girls, which we're going to speculate it is, I'm afraid that maybe she might have been the subject of some of his actions after that. And there's a lot to, it just says a whole lot about who this individual is, and they should really focus even harder on him.
To Barbara in New York. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Jean. Always a pleasure. Well, the previous caller stated what I wanted to state regarding Sean stalking her outside of her bedroom in her own home. Now, Billy denied knowing anything about her daughter's fears. However, my feelings are, and no, I don't like to assume, but that drive was in her dresser drawer. She, I think, and her boyfriend Sean enjoyed watching child porn. She was supposed to protect her child, and with that in the house, she wasn't protecting her child. So I do hope, if anything, she's at least charged with possession of pornography.
Mark Klass, you were in that home. You got to know her. What are your thoughts now? What were your thoughts then? I really enjoyed watching her. I felt she was very honest when she was on this show talking.
I did too. I did too. And I'll tell you one thing that I don't believe Billy Dunn is I don't believe that she is naive and clueless at all. I think she's a very street-savvy young lady. I think that she knows exactly what's going on around her. And I find it very, very difficult to believe, in light of these new allegations or these new, this new information, that she was completely clueless to absolutely everything that was going on. I'm stunned by what we found out today, and I'm also really kind of interested in exactly why the police waited until today to make this explosive revelation.
Yes, I agree with you. I am stunned too. And everybody, we want to tell you that we have reached out to Sean Atkins' attorney for a comment, the other side to all of this, and there is no response. There is no comment. To Alexis Weed, I want to go just back to the beginning, because the last person to ever see her on December 27th was Sean Atkins, right, in the home.
Right. He says that he last saw her around 3:15 in the afternoon when she supposedly left and said that she was going to spend the night at a friend's house. Then Atkins picked up her mother at work and told her the same story, that she was going to stay overnight with a friend.
The former live-in boyfriend of Billy Dunn and only named suspect in the disappearance of Hailey Dunn.
I'm just tired of staying behind closed doors. I'm just ready to, get back out there.
I'm really curious to know what kind of child pornography they have. When I think of pornography, I'm thinking of adult films and sexual acts and so forth and so on. Now, nowadays, child pornography may be considered of taking videos of your children taking a bath, running around in their underwear, maybe running through a sprinkler in their bathing suits, or even naked. Nowadays, that's maybe classified as child pornography. Now, if anybody goes on YouTube, there are millions and millions of videos that parents upload to YouTube, made public, of their children fully dressed, half dressed, taking a bath. And there are people that get their kicks off of looking at children with clothes, half naked, fully naked. Now, I'm not sure what type of photos they have now. Of course, it's disturbing to have so many of them, but they're on YouTube. Now, if this is child pornography where there are children engaging in some sort of sexual behavior and being filmed, well, we got to find the people that are filming those children. And of course, we need to prosecute the people that have that on their home computer, whether it's in a dresser drawer or in a grandmother's computer. I mean, people need to be prosecuted for this kind of stuff. But I really would like to know what kind of pictures they have, because trust me, it's on the internet and it's just publicly viewable, and it results down to parents doing this themselves, putting their children out there publicly.